Hello, my name's Michael Keneally, and this video is about the new moon of the 23rd of November 2022, but it's actually a personal sharing of a weird coincidence that happened to me at the time of this new moon. See also the three other videos I'm filming at this time. The first is about, well, what is the nature of a new moon? How do we handle it? The second is a detailed description of the energies of this new moon. How do we handle them? And the third is the vision journey I always offer at the time of a new or full moon. So before sharing with you the weird coincidence that occurred to me, because that might be helpful to you, I can share with you that this new moon is exactly conjunct my natal Mars. So at the time of this new moon, I plan for a journey of expressing better and healing my Mars energy. And that's not least because my natal Mars is actually conjunct Chiron in my birth chart. And this destiny was actually set in place for me because I never saw my father until I was 43, and then only once, and was brought up in a rather anti-my Mars environment, in, for example, an orphanage. So I'd like to share with you an amazing coincidence that set off my personal Mars discovery journey at the time of this new moon, and that's what the energies of this moon is all about. I have just led one of my sacred West of Ireland tours. These are described on my Druid Forest School website tours page. And by coincidence, or was it? Today's tour was to the cave of the Morrigan near where we live in the West of Ireland. Now the Morrigan was the war goddess of the ancient Irish. I didn't set this coincidence up. I was simply booked to run the tour by a party from Holland. It was their doing that set up this event for me, the date being at the time of their choosing. Now, as I said, the Morrigan was the war goddess of the ancient Irish. She's a deeply ancient spiritual force with shamanic roots, shapeshifter roots. And there's a clue to understanding Mars energy. And she's depicted in the medieval manuscripts as having crawling round her legs the slippery eel. And on her shoulder perches the battlefield totem of the crow or the raven. This cave, the cave of the Morrigan, known as Onigat Cave, is actually situated just under the mound of kingship, Rathcroggan Mound, where the kings and queens of Connaught, i.e. the West of Ireland, were crowned in the centuries around 2,000 years ago, the Iron Age in Ireland and the beginning of the early Middle Ages. Now this cave of the Morrigan, known as Onigat Cave, is revealed in the medieval manuscripts to have held horrific, fearsome energies lying underneath the mound of kingship, energies that would issue from it and were unleashed, especially around Samhain or Halloween, indeed this month, the month this new moon occurs in. And secondly, Onigat Cave was definitely recorded as a place of warrior initiation. Young warriors would spend the night there facing their demons. And that's a clue to us getting our best results from this new moon. Facing their demons. And the Irish manuscripts record that at least a couple of them would go mad and fail their initiation because they couldn't deal with their fears. But those who succeeded left the ordeal as a warrior. And that's what we must do at the time of this new moon. So what a coincidence for me to run a workshop at this place, in a deep muddy cave, at the time of a new moon conjunct my natal Mars Chiron. A new moon in Scorpio, with Mars opposite Scorpio, incidentally. So I can share with you that what I did in this tour, relevant to the new moon, was that in the darkness of the cave of the Morrigan, we held 3 journeys. So the first journey was to look within and identify and face our wound. What of your wounds is particularly surfacing in your awareness now at this moment? And then there was a second journey. Incidentally, these journeys were to shamanic drumming. And the second journey was a warrior initiation of overcoming the wound you perceived. And from that work, enabling yourself to achieve your needed new meaning and carving a pathway forward to achieve your needed new meaning. And the third journey was actually to meet the Morrigan, to face her and to share with her on the new meaning that had come to us, and to see and hear what guidance, insights and new clarities and new intention arises from expressing that, facing the war goddess of the ancient Irish. The Morrigan was seen as spreading her wings because her totem is a battle bird. The Morrigan loves the hero on his or her own path. And we need to see that, as the story of Cuchulainn reveals, he failed to see the love she had for him. So we need to see the love the Mars energy can have for us. And that way it helps us becoming clear about our insecurities and any wrongnesses in our path forward. We need to empower ourselves, not only in doing this vision work and charting our path forward, but also being flexible and agile in our self-evolution now. We also need to set boundaries and take control in our life. But also at the time of this new moon, events may occur, which means we have to go with the flow, and they can often turn out to have a really good divine purpose and meaning that we hadn't envisaged at the time of the new moon lunation work that I hope you'll do. So you can book an astrology with me at my Star Wheel Astrology website. My wife, Maggie Pashley, does many healing modalities worldwide online. See her website, www.maggiepashley.com. And do see our new LoveStarDating website for people on a spiritual or healing pathway. Please help us to grow this site. It's free to join. And as I keep saying at this time, most new dating sites start with a load of bogus members. We want to be genuine. We're not doing that. So we started with no members, but it's free to join. If you're interested in seeking love and are on a spiritual pathway, join LoveStarDating, grow the site, and soon there'll be thousands of members. So I hope this account of the weird personal coincidence I had at the time of the new moon of the 23rd of November will be of interest to you and maybe of help to you making your own needed new moon vision journey now and new moon resolution now as to your best way forward. Thank you.